everyone, and welcome back to The Forest. I picked it yesterday, one of my Discord members picked it today, so there we go, we are having a back-to-back, although technically it doesn't break the back-to-back rule. There's a lot of strangeness today. Let's see, single player, continue. I have had, like, a day and a half. Oh my gosh. It's been a day. I'm looking forward to, being able to axe people who actually, make me angry. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I say that and there's literally blood on my axe. That's delightful. Okay. Hey, look, lizard. Can I interest you in becoming dinner? Whoosh. Come on. Or not. That works too. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. There we go. Okay. Wait a second. You're a dry lizard, aren't you? Yeah, you're fine. Okay, you're dried. I have so many lizard skins. I need more rabbit skins, though. I do. I could go hunting for rabbits, but... Okay, so I was a dope, and the map was actually in that cave. So, yeah, I need to, I have to go... Wait, I got the map! Look at that. I didn't realize I grabbed it, but I did. Does your little pin actually, like, move in real time? I need to test this. Okay, let's... Up. Just make sure I'm not running into cannibals. The little pin actually moves. Yes. Okay. Never mind. I don't have to go back. I thought I did, but I was wrong. Sweet. Best news I've had all day. Yeah, oh my gosh. So, what was that? What was that? That sounded like a cowman, because it sounds like an elephant. Why is it so hard to cut the stupid tree? Yeah, a couple months back, there was some drama at work, and it was between me and this one chick. Oh, wow, okay, that was bad. But, like, we've resolved the drama, and by resolved, I mean... That means, I just don't talk to people anymore. But I digress. So my boss today, okay, we all consider her the boss. The boss is like, okay, we all need to have a meeting. And I'm like, a meeting? So I'm sweating bullets because the last time we had a group meeting, it was about me and it was a firing squad. So I'm nervous. I'm like, what did I do now? I have fulfilled my daily talking quota. I said good morning to people. I have not been a problem. What is happening? It was not me. It was essentially between this other lady and the chick I had the problems with last time. So I'm forced to stand here for this meeting, and it gets awkward because they start, like, yelling at each other, and I'm like, I hate confrontation, so I'm just like, please stop yelling. I'm like that kid who's just, like, hearing their parents fight for the first time. I'm like, just stop yelling, just stop it. And I'm, like, just, like, trying to, like, make myself invisible behind a wall. I'm like, just stop, just stop. And I was like, I'm going to have a panic attack. But, yeah, I was so glad that it wasn't me, but then, like, they both were wrong, but I couldn't say anything against the lady that I had fought with last time, because I was like, if I say anything against her, everyone's gonna bring up the drama that happened between me and her. And I'm like, that's not what this is about. Nor do I want to be in the limelight again. It's not a fun place to be. But yeah, oh my gosh. So much ridiculousness. Was not a fan. But yeah, I'm like, we're grown women. Like, can we not? I'm like, I don't want any part of this. Like, this whole thing just kind of makes me queasy. Yeah, very glad to be done with that. Okay, eat that. Now time for the rabbit. There we go. Ew, it looks so juicy. That's nasty. Come on. There we go. Oh! Oh! I look over just in time to see a patrol running by. How lovely. These are my woods! I mean, not really, but like... I live in this part, and I'm not doing anybody any harm. The trees, maybe. People, no. Unless, yeah, they try to attack me, which does happen. Only violent when necessary. And then, like, the lady who does the billing, she's just like, oh, by the way, like, I'm leaving, which means, like, nobody's talked to me about it, but I'm going to have to end up doing her job. And I'm like, I don't want that. I'm like, I don't want her job and my job. And I'm like, is this going to be reflected in my pay? I have so many questions that have yet to be answered. Ah, damn. It's still raw. I hate that they don't tell you the difference. And I did put the raw one up there, right? Dried. Okay, we're good. We're good. I need a water skin. Oh, I need 2 deer hide for that, and I don't feel like hunting deer right now. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe when we have more daylight, but we don't have a whole lot of daylight left. This is gonna take forever. That's okay. I think what I find the most difficult is I sit here talking for like, oh wow, so many lizards. I sit here talking for like an hour and it looks like I have very little to show for it. I'm like, I swear I'm working as fast as I can. It just takes a while. But yeah, just, and then they're like, we should be free to talk about anything and anything we need here. And I'm like, no, we're not. It's not how this place works. There's too many women. I learned that the hard way. And it's like, everyone assumes that everyone is talking about each other. And I've learned not to care. Like, I have such a high level of apathy at work. I honestly zone out and, like, completely just don't hear anything. So then they're like, oh, Rose, they were calling your name. I was like, really? I'm like, oops. It's like, I have no idea. I'm not mentally present at work anymore. But I stay because my hours are really good. My hours are good and my boss is actually a really nice lady. But if it wasn't for that, I'd be gone in a heartbeat. Because yeah, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I aggressively don't care about pretty much anything that anybody has to say, especially if it's anything, like, personal. I'm like, nope. Has nothing to do with me. Come on, little bunny. Just come on the other side. Yeah, just run through the fire. Look at that. And it's dead. See, look, I don't even have to go hunting anymore. They come to me. This is just the laziest hunting ever. That's strapped. Like, I almost feel bad about how easy the game is making it. I swear, each game, like, each round that I play, just has its own little glitch. Because with JD, it keeps, like, when we have pots of boiling water over the campfire, it will just randomly, like, auto-ready it, so you don't even have to wait for it to boil. Or it has spawned an extra pot once. Oh, look! Another rabbit! It's too far. Oh well, stoke the flames! Okay, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. No, I don't... There you go. I don't need trophies. I don't. It grosses me out. Okay, well, I might as well... Come on. Come on, where's the button? Oh, I don't want head water. It's gross. Oh well. There we go. Oh, and the rabbit. See, I don't even have to do anything. They just do it on their own. I feel so bad. How many does this make? Like, in one episode, I swear I've gotten so many, like... I think I've gotten, what, 2 rabbits now and a lizard? Just... Oh. I was like, why am I looking at cold and wet? That's why I'm looking at my hand. Ooh, feather. And yes, I know I'm thirsty. Why do you think I'm standing here waiting for the water? And my house is unfinished. There we go. We save. And then we sleep. And hopefully wake up in the morning. Yes, it's actually morning time. I really hate it that the game does that. Cool. Okay, you know what? We'll just drink a soda and be done with it. Okay, anything on the horizon? No? Good. Because we need more logs. 74 to be exact. Building always goes so much smoother when you have somebody that you're, like, playing with, because then you can just keep talking to them. Like, even if they don't help you, like, collect logs or anything, they're just there. And there we go. Just double checking I'm not hitting a thing. So, these ones do just fine, and they rarely get twisty when they're falling down. But some of the other trees, they get real twisty. Okay, also, there's so many friggin' sticks. I am building a stick holder. And you know what, while I'm at it, I might as well do a rock holder too, because this is getting a bit ridiculous. Okay. Building. Stick holder. Yeah, like, right. Look at that. Okay, and... Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. And a rock holder! Because heaven knows there's like so many times where you need like one rock and you just don't happen to have a singular rock. Close enough. Pretty sure it's in the water, but who cares? Okay, now I can... Wait. I didn't drop the sticks off. Looks like I can go collect a ton of sticks. No, I can't because my stick bag is partially full. There we go. Empty bag for sticks. I can collect all the sticks I want and just throw them in there. Because there are too many sticks out here and it's a little ridiculous. That, and I want this to be as clear as I can get it because the more clear it is, the better I can see. The easier I can see the enemies on the horizon. Yeah, I love how I create the stick thing and all of a sudden I can't find sticks. I can't, it's just I wasn't looking hard enough. Stick, rock. Hi, rabbit. I'm not after you at the moment. I have plenty of them at my campsite, just ready to leap into the fire for me. Okay. Back to chopping. There we go. Feather. Always collect any feathers you can. That is one of my pieces of advice for this game. Also, just watch your back at every given point. Oh, that's gonna be a mess. You know, I have completely forgotten... Effigy, that's what it is. I was like, I have completely forgotten the word for those statue thingies that the natives make. Or, sorry, locals, I guess. Well, they're natives of the island. It's not... PC. Anywho. Excuse me. I hate when the things move on their own, and it happens so often in this game. Come on. Just break the stump. I know I need to break these, but... The ones that are side by side are a pain in the butt, because sometimes you'll hit one of the trees, and sometimes you'll hit the other tree. The game doesn't always want to work for you. Okay, where are you going, or are you going to get twisty? Only a little twisty, mostly fine. Okay, and then this log is going to come back with me. One of these days I'm going to go in that cave. That day should probably be today, but meh. Up, up, up. This guy gets so winded. Okay. Also, drop off the sticks. Drop off the rocks. Hello! Yeah, I have no idea what's in this cave, and I feel like I need to figure it out, but I just haven't yet. Wow! I just went to go chop more logs, and there's just like, here's some sticks. You need sticks. Like, okay. Okay. Also, I feel so bad for playing Subnautica the other day. I didn't know that you, like, had a fear of the ocean. I would not have played it had I known, but when nobody votes, I have to pick something, and I'm just like, shoot! I wasn't supposed to chop that down yet. Oops. Dang it. I got distracted. I wasn't supposed to cut that down yet, because there's not any room on there. Okay, let me go put these 4 logs, these 2 and then the 2 that are still on the ground, and then I will go and grab the sled, bring it over. Hello, JD! I will bring it over, and then we're going to go in a cave. JD, you should have watched the episode from yesterday, because I actually made it into a cave. Look, I have the modern axe. I only died once. And, I fought... I don't... Which one's the Virginia and which one's the... I think it was a Virginia that I fought, because it had all the legs. But I even fought it by myself. And I killed it. It was... I was so proud of myself, but I was so scared. Yeah, yep. So it was a Virginia. But I got it. And apparently I had the map, because I was thinking, I was an idiot, because I didn't grab the map. No, I have the map, I just didn't realize it. Playing with you has made me brave. Or very stupid, either one. Yep. Oh my gosh, this guy. this man is winded all the time. Okay, and this should all be... Should have eaten a rabbit. Brave and stupid are the... Yeah, you know... Honestly, bravery and stupidity do often go hand in hand. Because a lot of the time, some people could be like, oh, that was really brave! And, you know, it could be a brave thing. And then other times it's like, okay, no, that was really, really stupid of me. But where does the distinction come in? Because it can't be the exact same. I think bravery has courage, and stupidity has ignorance. I think that's the defining factor here. No, because you can have great outcomes and be doing something completely stupid. You can. It's called dumb luck for a reason. Okay. Combine 2 for a weak spear, and then combine that with 3 bone, 2 claw. I have a spear! Okay, why I made that I have no idea. The axe is... To me, axe is better, but... Okay, up. You know, since you're here, I might not feel so bad about going onto the multiplayer and showing people what all we did. Because... Ah! See? That's what I was talking about. There's spiders under some of these rocks. Okay, down the cave. Even in all the hours of multiplayer that I've played, I still have not been down this cave. This is a really long rope. I don't know what's down here. Is this cave 6? You kept calling it Lawyer Cave. Well, it's wet down here. Wait, what? There's a whole lot going on here. Okay, go down. So many ropes. Also, this man has thighs of steel. Like, he's one-handed holding a lighter and going down. Oh, wow, that... are you sure this is Lawyer Cave? This looks like Party Cave. Dark-haired person who's trying to harm you will soon disappear from your life. That sounds like a fortune cookie thing. Sticks. Sticks are good. Snacks. I can't have any more snacks. I'm assuming... Oh. Well, I was going to assume that's the lawyer, but he doesn't have a head. Hard to tell. Just a man in a suit. Oh. That's... I love that sound. Oh. That's perfect. Yep. Love it. The heck? Do I break this open? I hear something squishy. Oh, jeez! Oh, he was right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Oh no, there's babies too. Now, go it! Oh, jeez. Go away. That's a pretty permanent go away. Okay, that's a thing. That's a thing that just happened. Whew. Okay. It's okay, Rose, you can breathe. Breathing is allowed. JD, you missed it. There was drama at work. I honestly thought that I thought when my boss was like, okay, that's it. We can't go on like this. We are calling a meeting. I was like, what did I do now? Like, what could I have possibly done when I don't talk to anybody anymore? Is that the problem? I was like, I have fulfilled my talking quota. I was like, I fulfill my talking quota every day. I say good morning. Like, you got nothing on me. But apparently it wasn't me. And so, yeah. It was crazy today. Yeah. And the drama is between the girl that I had the drama with and another lady. I'm like, really? Oh, like, did we learn nothing? Like, did we learn nothing from my firing squad? So the whole thing is, and both of these people are like 10 years older than me. So I'm like, oh, that's bad news. That's bad news, Bears. Get out of here! Oops. I don't like that. But yeah, they're trying to do the whole, you're talking about me, you're whispering up front. I'm like, no, nobody's talking about you, and if they are, who cares? Also, is that above me or below me? That sounds like it's above. What is happening? I don't know where it's coming from. Do I go up and risk it? Oh, no. Not worth the risk. Not worth the risk. No. Use the axe, woman! I'm pretty sure he's dead. Pretty sure. Okay. That was a lot. Honestly, I think I'm leaving now. Because, yeah. Yeah. No. If there's nothing but story items, I don't care. I didn't get the achievement, you should be looking for your son, for nothing. I built a gazebo rather than trying to find my son, so... Yeah, we're just... Peace out. But yeah, it was... Oh my gosh. And then, like, because one of the people involved is one that I had issues with, I couldn't say anything against her, because it was like, then they're going to be like, oh, well, it's just because, you know, you guys had your fight last time. I'm like, no. Like, that's not the case. But, like, they ended up yelling at each other, and I was so uncomfortable. I was like, oh my gosh, like, can we stop fighting in the office? Yeah, like, you know me, I hate confrontation, and I'm just like, I don't want to be here right now. I was like, this has nothing to do with me. Like, can I... And I had to stick around for a minute. Yeah, I had to stick around for a minute, and I was like, are we sure? Like, it's not me. Well, and then the other lady brought it up. She's like, well, it was, you know, you and Rose that were having these problems, and she's like, that's why I didn't want to get close to you or say anything to you, because, you know, of your guys' fight. I was like, whoa. I was like, don't bring me into this. I have nothing to do with this. It's like, not my fight. What's with all the ropes? But yeah, I was like, not my fight. I had nothing to do with this. Don't look at me. But I'm like, seriously? Like, her whole thing was she's like, you started treating me like crap. Not crap, because she uses, she would lose the two bad word in the string challenge. But she's like, you've been treating me like crap for like a week and a half, talking to the other lady. And the other lady has been, like, you could tell something's not right. But the girl that I got in a fight with, I'm like, okay, you're all telling people, well, if you have a problem with somebody, you need to talk to them. I was like, then why? Obviously you're having a problem with her, so why are you, like, why didn't you go to her? Why aren't you living up to your own words? I'm like, this doesn't work this way. But honestly, I just don't care. I have not cared in so long. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing. I'm just like, do we need to do this? Can we not do this? I'm like, can I leave? Like, nothing to do with me. Yeah, it was a mess. I'm like, you women. Yeah, seriously, she was just like, and she immediately gets hostile, and like, she's a fighter. Like, honestly, I'm surprised she didn't try to throw fists. Like, she's so, like, hot-tempered, and she's like, well, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I'm like, okay, then why aren't you being calm? Like, they were yelling at each other. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, she is. She definitely is. I showed her picture to my husband. He's like, yep, that's the chick that gets in fights in high school. I'm like, yeah, she did. Like, we've all heard the stories of her getting in fights. Like, she is a freaking fighter. Well, and that's what the other lady brought up. She's just like, oh, and then she also she was one of the ones who took shots at me during my, execution. And she was sitting there saying, well, when the thing happened with Rose, everyone just assumed it was her fault and didn't bother to, like, talk to her or anything. It's like, yeah, you were one of them. So I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, I'm like, woman? I'm like, and she's like, well, I didn't say anything. I'm like, lady? Like, I remember distinctly you saying, well, you can't bring outside stuff to work if you're not going to talk about it, because then you treat everyone like crap. And I was like, oh, tables have turned. And I'm over there going, I'm not saying anything. I did end up telling her, like, hey, like, I get that you're going through problems. Guess what? Same. But I'm like, and honestly, I just wanted to ask the other lady, like, why didn't you ask her if you had a problem? Like, you're saying she treated you like crap, but did you ever tell her that? Like, trying not to, like, dig up my feelings, but I'm like, okay, you didn't talk to her either. Guess what? Part of the problem. Oh, yeah, interesting workspace. And then our boss was just like, I feel like we're all a family here. I'm like, no, this is a Jerry Springer family. This is not a family. I'm like, no. Like, don't pull that crap with me. You can't say, we're family here. Nope. Like, don't do it. Like, don't insult the word family by saying that. Yeah, it's a hot mess. Let's see, how many... Okay, so we have my boss, the woman I consider my boss, the boss's daughter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, so there's 8 women in one office. And one of them is known to be very, very paranoid. One of them is known to be a turncoat. One of them is she's fine. One of them thinks that any kind of drama we have is petty high school drama, and we need to deal with it, even though every time somebody has a problem, instead of having them talk it out, she brings us into a giant group meeting, which I feel is very unhelpful. Yeah, it's... And then there's me, like, I try to be impartial and stuff, but after the drama that I had a couple months ago, I'm like, I'm not talking to anyone. Like, I became the cold shoulder champ, except for the fact that I can't act like I have a cold shoulder, because then everyone points the finger at me and says that I'm a problem. Yeah. I pretty, like, I aggressively don't care anymore, and so the only thing that worried me today was I was like, does somebody have a problem that they didn't bother to tell me about? Am I in the hot seat again? Thankfully, no. I was not in the hot seat again. But also, I don't feel like leaving work now because we don't have to work Fridays now, so I'm like, you know what? The hours beat out anything that I have to deal with, because now that I just don't pay attention to them, I'm like, like, it's fine. I don't care anymore. See, things are going so much faster now that I have something to talk about when I'm not just completely focused on chopping down trees. But yeah, and yeah, so much drama, so much mess. I'm like, thank the Lord I'm not in the middle of that one. But yeah, I wanted so badly to say something about the girl that I fought with, because it's like, we're just gonna call her Jay. If I fight with Jay, like, if I call her out and say that she's, you know, she's not having a good attitude or whatnot, everyone's gonna say, well, that's because you fought with her last time, and this is, like, you're harboring feelings. I'm like, no, it's behind me. It's behind me. I'm done with this. But no. So yeah, I'm like the whole time thinking, well, this is Jay's fault too. Like, this is a lot of her fault. Can't say it though. See, and this is why I like telling it to you, because, you know, I don't want to bore my husband with all this because it's women drama, but like, I gotta tell it to somebody, because I'm over the whole thing. And it's funny, because guys have this petty drama too, they just don't want to admit it. So sometimes Hubs is like, oh, I don't need water, but sometimes he'll, like, talk about things that happen at work. I'm like, and you think women are bad? Like, men have a lot of drama and no conflict resolution skills. I love... Yeah, I love having... I love hearing about men's drama, because it's so much of the same petty stuff, but they just have no idea how to actually, like, talk about it. And instead of like, oh no, because he has had several instances in the past couple weeks of so-and-so is talking about me, and, you know, they're talking about me to other people, and I don't like this. I'm like, then why don't you tell them? Well, because I just can't go say that. I'm like, like, okay. Like, next time you tell me, just go talk to Jay. No. You know, my sister brought up something the other day. She sent me, like, a picture or something, but it was talking about, like, if you were, like, locked with your siblings for, like, an hour, who would crack first. I was like, you don't know what I'm capable of. Like, I can give anybody the cold shoulder for as long as I possibly want. I'm like, if I set my mind to it, you're not getting anything out of me. A skill that has served me well at work. JD, you'd be so proud I'm chopping down my stumps. You see? Exactly. I was like, JD would be so proud of me. I'm cutting down my stumps. It doesn't happen all the time, but, you know, I think it's just because on single player I miss you, and so if I have a bunch of stumps, it's just a reminder that you're not here with me. I mean, at least I can pretend like that, you know, you were getting onto me. I can hear your voice yelling at me, get rid of your stumps! Good times, good times. I do want to showcase, though, what we did, because I built so many things. I got an achievement saying you really should be looking for your son. Meaning, you've done too many things? Like, why? Like, you have other things to do. Like, nah, building's cool. There's an effigy right there. We have. I didn't want to show it off yesterday because it's like JD's not here and like I don't want to like show things off without her like permission. Built so many things. But also, I missed you yesterday because you're the one who's like gone and found the caves and stuff, and I just, yeah, did bad things. I kept getting lost, and it was not good. I didn't enjoy it. 10 out of 10 would not do again. I found one cave, and it was on accident, because I found an entrance that I wasn't even looking for. All I wanted was the axe, which I got, eventually. But I could not locate the entrance that I was looking for. Yeah, but see, you've actually gone and, like, marked everything. So if I need to go, like... If I need to go, like, explore something, you know, if I need to go back to a cave for some odd reason, you already have them marked. Okay, nothing that cool, but it's pretty expansive. Although you can see my great shame that is my quote unquote patio. It's bad. It's really bad. JD laughs and she's like, "Yeah, it's character." I was like, "No, it doesn't. Like, it looks like Picasso designed this." It's bad. Oh, the zip. Oh, okay. I miss my zip line. I miss it a lot. Oh no! I hear growling. And we choose now to run out of energy. Oh, jeez! No! Just get down. Get on the path. Just jump. Just jump. Hi. Really? The whole time? Keep hold of the logs. That was funny. Okay, but we have found out that it only happens like that a handful of times. You don't always go swinging off the end. That's only a part of the time thing. Which strikes me as very odd, but the game decides to do, you know, game logic. Oh look, a rabbit. That could be, where? Did I lose the skull? Are you kidding me? No, I already have a pile of skulls. It's fine. Okay, rabbit. There you go. Make yourself useful. Yay! I have got so many rabbits that way. That is an interesting toaster. I don't even have to hunt anymore because the rabbits come to me. Oh, she's in the water! Oh, well, she's gonna drown. Yep! I didn't have to do a thing. I love it. See, look, with this campsite, I don't have to hunt. I don't have to, like, kill my enemies. They come to me and they do it themselves. It's so handy. We don't talk about the worm, JD. We don't talk about that possibility because I don't want to go through that. If I ignore it, it doesn't exist. Like the anger problems that Jay has. If you ignore them, obviously they don't exist. Says woman who I'm pretty sure would punch a hole through the wall anytime soon. This is the word. Just passing through, bud. Not my concern. They're never going to because I don't know why. Like, I honestly don't know why they don't see how big of a problem she is, because she is such, like, she fights and then she's just like, well, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's them. They're obviously, you know, they obviously have issues, or they're treating me like crap, even though she doesn't bother to actually ask anybody, like, if they have problems. Like, I don't know. I'm so confused by all of this. This is the most reliable glitch I've ever had in a game. They'll come through any minute now. I'm just gonna, like, stoke this fire. Yeah, if you, like, glitch through the rock, which I only can at certain points. But yeah, if you glitch through the rock, you can see there's a bunch of, like, rabbits and lizards under there. I really wish they would, but also, I wish that somebody else had brought up the point of me fighting with Jay, and, you know, everyone was pointing the finger at me, and instantly not believing anything I had to say because they, immediately took Jay's side. I'm like, why? Like, why couldn't somebody not slightly crazy have pointed this out? I'm like, now it looks like it doesn't even matter on my side, but I'm like, ah. I'm like, really? That and Jay has actually started, like, talking to me a little bit. Not like personal, like, talking, but, like, if we're leaving for lunch at the same time, she won't, like, slam the door in my face. She'll actually hold it, and she's like, oh, here you go. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, so it's just weird. It's just a lot of weirdness. She is the type. She would totally slash somebody's tires. Although, to be fair, if driven to it, I probably would too, but it takes a lot to get me that angry. And I'm not a fighter by nature. I avoid fights. You don't know. I could be capable of horrible things. Just not people I like. Okay, what? Why you gotta be telling the truth like that, JD? I'm so paranoid. I would be so scared of getting caught. Like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't need destruction of property on my permanent record. I have one speeding ticket, and it still galls me to this day that I have a speeding ticket. Yeah, it makes me mad. I'm like, a speeding ticket? It's ridiculous. I don't know how to aim the spears. No! Dang it! I didn't mean to throw it! Where... Oh. Where did it go? Did the same thing last time! Is it... Nope, it's gone. Oh, wait, nope, there it is. Note to me, just don't throw spears. Don't throw spears. Bad things happen. Yeah, you know what? It's just leave her be. Leave her be. She's stuck there. I honestly don't know how to fix that. I tried turning off, like, I tried turning on building destruction. Didn't do it. It doesn't work. It's a reminder of my failure, and they want me to remember. It's a monument to my failure. They're like, you need to remember this moment. I'm like, believe me, I will always remember this moment. But yeah, that is how I lost my spear in multiplayer, was because I threw it at a lizard and it went somewhere into the ether. Safe mushrooms. Yeah, it's just gone. And I'm like, but I had one spear. I just need to, like, clear away some of this stuff, because There's too much stuff. It's blocking my view. My pond front property is a little, it's a little too crowded. It really sucks that they only give you, like, one leaf. It's like you collected a leaf from a giant bush of leaves. Okay. But the problem is, with spear bag, like, you can only carry weak spears, and I need a very forceful spear. But also, I just need to clear out a little bit, that way I can... I know it's gonna come back, but it won't come back that fast. Yeah, minor neighbor issues, and the HOA is a bit ridiculous, but... And it's funny, because it wasn't until I actually was part of an HOA that I started having problems with them. I always just thought, like, it was funny reading about it on the internet. No, it's a thing. Some HOAs are ridiculous. Like, the place that I lived with Hubs when we first got together... You had to take out, because I think trash day was Sunday, but you had to take out, you had to take your trash cans down at, like, I think it was after 8 p.m. Saturday, and then they had to be inside by, like, 8 p.m. on Sunday, and you could not, leave them outside. You had to put them in your garage. Yeah, not allowed to have them outside. Okay, so an HOA is a homeowners association, so it's usually like in one specific area you'll have an HOA, and they pretty much set rules for the neighborhood. So it's like, oh, you can't... I've heard of some ridiculous things like you have to have a certain amount of landscaping done. Like, you can't just leave grass or something. Like, you actually have to have, like, a cultivated something. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I saw this guy, and I think his state was in the middle of, like, a drought or something. And so he used, like, drought-resistant stuff, and, like... But they said that the plants that he picked were, not up to standard. And, like, I looked at it, and it made me feel like crap, because it was landscaping that, like, we'd use where I'm from, in the desert, and I'm like, I see how it is. But they said it was not appropriate and it wasn't up to standard. So they were going to make him tear out and, like, redo all of his landscaping that he spent a lot of money on. I'm like, no, that's stupid. And his was, like, actually helping with drought stuff. Yeah. Some of it makes no sense. Other things, like, I can kind of understand and kind of forgive, but yeah, no. A lot of it, I'm like... This is just people, like, these are PTA people who, like, didn't get the vote, so they're just like, we need to have law and order and rules. Like, no, that's not how this works. It's just the angry PTA parents. Well, I mean, you could do that, but, like... I honestly didn't care enough, but I guess if you have, like, issues like the guy with the landscaping, like, he made it on the news. That's how bad it was. Like, he was fighting his HOA to the point where they were like, it's newsworthy. This man who hates the homeowners association was like, no, more like the homeowners association hates the man. Okay, and then you have, like, my town, where we call them love letters from the city when you get a little pink slip saying that, you know, you need to clean up your stuff or else. So, our neighbors have this shrub that goes into our yard. So, Hubs would go by with, like, with hedge trimmers, and he, every couple months, would go and he'd trim up the hedge. And he's like, I am so sick of trimming this hedge. He's like, they need to cut it down because it's on their property. And then there was a tree growing in the shrub that was growing onto the sidewalk. And we're like, when is the city going to say something about those shrubs? Like, are they ever going to? Like, it's on the sidewalk. That's in public domain. Like, they need to say something. I think either somebody finally did say something, or they just got sick of the tree, because they chopped down the entire thing. So it's gone now, but, yeah. I'm like, dude, take care of it. But other than that, my other neighbor across the street, she's a little old lady, but she has squirrels living in her yard. Her yard is completely barren, but she's got squirrels. And my husband doesn't believe me that there are squirrels in the neighborhood. I'm like, I've seen them. They pop out of her yard. Yeah. So, we have one neighbor with squirrels. We have another neighbor with a giant tree. Yeah, it's crazy. There's just, like, so many things. But I'm so glad that I'm so glad that I don't have an HOA where I live. Although I live in a really fancy sounding neighborhood. It sounds fancy, but it's not. Oh my gosh. See, that would... We also had this issue with the neighbor behind us, and it wasn't like an issue, but like... We had to actually kind of like look into what might occur, because there was a cherry tree in the neighbor's backyard that grew into our yard, so I would go and I would kipe some cherries. And I'm like, is it technically kiping if it's on my property? Like, it comes over into my property. I think we all decided, like, we came to the consensus that no, I wouldn't, like, it's not wrong of me to kipe the cherries, because that section of the tree is in my yard. Okay, but JD, you live in a really, like, fancy area where people like, you know, Vivian exist. I live in a very, like, run-of-the-mill, like, average... I live in a very average area. It's actually kind of more of a... My whole town is, like, low income. But, like, nothing fancy here. We might have a Veronica every now and then, but no, we have no Vivians. Our country club, we have a country club, but it's not anything to be proud of. When people say they're members of the country club, I'm like, that's great for you. Like, it means nothing here. You do. Honestly, I would love to come visit you. Like, honestly, the way that you talk about where you live, it sounds a little bit like Avonlea from, like, Anne of Green Gables. I'm like, it's just too perfect. Honestly, if I did visit there, I'd probably be like, we're like 2 steps away from, like, Stepford. Yeah, some of us have to live normal lives, JD. That one was hilarious. The problems of people who have no problems. That's a great story. I love that one. I think you told me that story when I was in Phoenix. Yeah, I think I was in IKEA when you told me that story. Yeah, normal people problems where you're from are not normal people problems where I'm from. We have problems like, oh, there's the escaped convict that's, like, running from the cops 2 streets down. I'm like, why is it always that street? Like, and I was talking to my husband, I was like, it's always that street. Like, have you ever noticed that every time something's wrong, and this happened, like, 3 times. There was a big thing in the news about it, too. I'm like, why is it always that street? Like, it's literally, like, just down there. And now it's funny because my mom's on the other side of that street. She's on the other side. And so every now and then, if we hear something happen, I'm like, Did you hear that? Like, were those shots fired? No? No, okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. Or sometimes we'll think we hear something, we're just like, nah. See? I like your problems better. Our problems are, we have homeless camps going up, and crime rates going up, and it... There's a lot happening in my town. Okay, since I only have like 9 minutes left, I'm actually going to go back to the main menu. JD, do I have your permission to go into the multi? Oh my gosh. I wish I had those problems. Okay, so I'm going to go into the multiplayer. Host game, continue. Just start. That way you can see what earned me the game's scorn, because I haven't been looking for my spawn. I don't remember. Am I in bed? I should. Hopefully. Oh, it's nighttime! Okay. So this is my home. I have like a shelf that I haven't done anything with. I have a bed on top of my bed that gives me a little home signal. We have this guy over here. He lights my way. This absolute monstrosity of I don't even know. It's supposed to be my porch, but I couldn't quite get a hang of the custom platform thing, so it's all kinds of janky. It's unique. The zip line. But yeah, look at this. I made a gazebo. It took me like 3 hours to build, but I built a gazebo. And we have more creepy lights. Although the creepiest thing is, when I set them down, I actually pay attention, because when I approach them, I want to see the face. Like, I don't like it when they don't face me, so yeah. And there's so many skull lights. So many skull lights here. And then I jump over. This is JD's little shanty. This is the original shanty. JD, you need a bed, woman. We're at least a little civilized. She's got a birdhouse. My birdhouse never gets feathers. It makes me angry. I have a birdhouse right there that never gets any feathers. Hers gets feathers all the time. And then she has a shelf. We have 2 drying racks. A bunny cage that's never had a single bunny in it. No need for a warm bed when you bathe in the warm blood of your enemies. We have killed I think I actually got my achievement of killing 100 people in like playing with her. It's a thing. I've killed so many people. You're cold and wet, I know. But there's a light up here. There's a light up here. I wish it was daytime so I could show off your traps. Okay, you know what, actually. Actually, if I can sleep. Let's see. Let's see if it'll do it. And... Nope. I went over the edge. It only does it like... It literally does it like half the time. So sometimes you'll land right here, other times you'll just fling off the edge. Okay, dang it, I can't sleep. Stupid. Maybe I'll let JD show off her traps whenever if we ever stream again. But yeah, so she's got traps out that way at the village. Oh dang, I want to ride the zipline one more time. It's fun. It's so much fun. And then we have 2 of those. The cave that I haven't been in this playthrough. And we're gonna do it. Oh, almost. I almost caught myself. Wow, that's dirty water. Yeah, and then I have a fire pit directly on the wooden patio. But this thing's so janky. Like, this one's all up high. These ones are up high. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And it was originally, I originally wanted it to be like a dock so that you could fish, and the fish are too far away. So that plan did not go according to plan. So many things did not go according to plan. But yeah, so I built a gazebo, and it took a very long time, and then all of these things I regret. So much regret. JD, if you can convince Grams to actually make dinner early, we can totally stream on Thursday, but we have to stick to the schedule, so it has to be 3:30 to 4:30 for me, and that would be 5:30 to 6:30 for you. So as long as you can get Grams to do it, we could totally stream together. Oh. Hi Graham, if you can hear me. Sorry. I'm not throwing shade, I promise. But yeah, so there's that. I've actually been having a lot of fun playing this game. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow with another episode of my Discord Members' Choice. But until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic evening, and I hope to see you then. Bye!